Iron Man horror story. Title: Iron Man, the haunting inside scene. 1. The lab. A dimly lit Stark Industries lab filled with technology, flickering lights, and shadows. In the foreground, Tony Stark is working on his Iron Man suit, sweat on his brow and a mysterious glimmer behind him. As Tony Stark finished the last touch on his latest Iron Man suit, he felt a chill pass through the room. He often dismissed such feelings as simple fatigue, but tonight felt different. A strange shadow flickered in the corner of his eye, but when he turned, nothing was there. Must be the late hours, he muttered, determined to finish his work. Scene 2. The ghostly encounter. A ghostly figure emerging from the shadows, translucent and glowing, standing behind Tony with an eerie expression. Tony continued his work when suddenly he heard a whisper. "Leave!" It was a voice he recognized, but couldn't place. When he turned around, a ghostly figure appeared, resembling Yinsen, his old mentor. "Yinsen?" Tony exclaimed, his heart racing. "You're dead. What do you want from me?" The figure pointed towards the suite, a warning etched into its ethereal face. Scene 3. Haunted technology. Tony inside the Iron Man suit, holographic screens flashing chaotic images, while the ghost of Yinsen floats beside him, looking concerned. Ignoring the warning, Tony donned the suit, feeling its power ignite inside him. "I control the suit, not the other way around," he thought. But as he activated it, the screens turned wild, showing scenes of destruction and chaos, each portraying his past sins. "You can't outrun your past," Yinsen's voice echoed, growing louder in Tony's mind. Scene 4. The suit malfunctions. Tony in the Iron Man suit glitching and sparking, with an expression of fear on his face as the room darkens ominously. Suddenly the suit malfunctioned, its systems turning against him. Lights flashed red and alarms blared. "No, I can fix this," Tony shouted, but the suit was in control, tightening around him like a prison. The lucid glow of Yinsen appeared again. "You created this monster, Tony. Now it is consuming you," he warned. Scene 5. Confronting the past. A nightmarish scene with shadows of all the people Tony failed in his past surrounding him, each looking disappointed and angry. Tony could see specters of everyone he had hurt standing in the shadows, their expressions filled with rage. "You forsook us," one specter yelled, stepping into the faint light. It was a soldier from his past, lost due to his weapons. "I'm sorry," Tony yelled, tears streaming down his face. But the shadows closed in, their whispers turning into a deafening roar. Scene 6. The final fight. A chaotic battlefield, with Tony fighting against specters in a warlike setting, using his suit defensively, but clearly outnumbered. In a desperate attempt to escape, Tony activated his suit's weapons. However, instead of defeating the shadows, they multiplied, reflecting his guilt and pain. "Fight against me, Tony, or be consumed," Yinsen's ghost taunted. Battling against the overwhelming guilt, Tony fought not just his enemies, but the weight of his own conscience. Scene 7. Redemption. A serene scene with Tony kneeling amidst the chaos, taking off his helmet, illuminated by a soft light, accepting his fate. Realizing he could no longer fight his past, Tony took off his helmet, surrendering to the shadows. "I accept my mistakes. I cannot change my past, but I can change my future," he declared, his voice steady. The shadows paused, surprised by his acceptance, allowing a soft light to break through. Scene 8. A new beginning. A sunrise breaking through the darkness, symbolizing hope. Tony stands tall, reinvigorated, looking towards a brighter future. With a flood of light, the shadows evaporated, leaving Tony in peace. Yinsen's ghost smiled, fading softly. Use your past to build a better future. Empowered by his newfound freedom, Tony vowed to use his technology not just for power, but for healing. As he looked out at the rising sun, he knew this was a new beginning, not just for Iron Man, but for Tony Stark himself.